This smartphone gimbal tracks any subject you put in front of it and solves nearly every problem I have with mobile content creation, and it'll do the same for you.
Meet the Hohem iSteady M7. Before I get too far into the video, I want to show you what all you're getting with this gimbal. You're getting a very nice, high quality, hard shell case. When you unzip it, you get the gimbal itself, as well as this tripod mount that just screws into the bottom there, which allows you to have some extra reach, as well as to just set it down on your table for whatever you're going to be doing it with, as well as a USB to USB-C cable. Then you also get your instruction manual, but if you're not keen on reading things, they do have a QR code to download the app that will show you how to use this gimbal in full. But you're not here to see me unbox things. You want to see how this is going to be a game changer for you, because it has absolutely been a game changer for me. And there have been at least 2 features that have really gotten my attention as a solo content creator. And I'll admit, at first glance, I was skeptical, but these 2 features have really gotten me thinking. The other thing that makes this gimbal particularly great is the AI tracking features. So by using this hand gesture, I can circle around the entirety of a space and it will always track me. I just went behind my camera stand, but it tracked me right back. But having that AI tracking capability makes it really nice for me when I'm down here working on shooting photos, and I can get behind the scenes shots of how I shot my Instagram photos without needing to worry about a second shooter or worry about like missing a shot. It will always follow me for that great behind the scenes content. Now let's say I want to reframe the shot. I can do this and it'll blink, then I can reposition myself, do it again, and now wherever I'm at is now the new reframe. There are other gestures that this gimbal is capable of doing, but your mileage will vary based on what app you're using. So in my case, if I'm using the Blackmagic camera app, then it will trigger other things, and it will do other things. If you're using the native Hohem Joy app, that is designed specifically for use with this gimbal. Then I can also stop the AI tracking by just telling it stop. So with this gimbal, who really needs a second shooter? Plus, if you specifically want stuff for stories, you can do that. You can take your phone out, rotate the mount. It may freak out on you a little bit. Then you can put your mount, or put your phone back in. Just like so, and now you're filming for story content or TikToks or what have you. Now, you may be looking at all this and asking yourself, but why do I need this? Doesn't my phone already have great stabilization? Yeah, I actually tested this.
About that. So I actually ended up testing this wrong. You see, I filmed this with a test subject, my wonderful roommate, and I realized I filmed it wrong and forgot to turn on the all-important action mode. So I refilmed it without him, and it was fine, but not as bright outside, against a clip that is literal minutes later that ended up being slightly darker. So I do apologize for that. Went to go film this better, then ran into some issues with the gimbal, so I couldn't do it any justice. So I apologize for what you're about to witness, but it's still an accurate comparison of in-phone stabilization versus gimbal stabilization, just not as bright. Carry on.
Speaking of wonky stabilization, you're not going to be getting gimbal level stabilization out of apps like Instagram and TikTok. By using this gimbal and using the AI camera tracker, you can get stabilized stories and Instagram posts and all that stuff without needing to do any post-production, because the gimbal will do all the work for you. But that really is the beauty of the iSteady M7, the ability to use any camera app of your choosing, be it the professionals like me who want to use the Blackmagic camera app, or a more general user who's just using the native camera app, or Instagram or TikTok. The AI camera piece can also function as a fill light, which is great when filming in low light situations. The light can also be dimmed or changed to a warm or colder hue, or changed to any color by switching into RGB mode. This is just scratching the surface of what the gimbal can do. What's great about this light is that for as small as it is, it does a pretty dang good job of lighting my face. Now, I am filming in log on my Canon R5 and as well as Apple log on the iPhone. And this light is helping illuminate my face, at least on the removable monitor. How that turns out based on my current settings in the Blackmagic camera app, who knows, but it is pretty dang dark over here and my face is pretty well lit up. So that little light is pretty dang handy. What's also been surprising about the Hohem iSteady M7 gimbal is that it has a lot of similar features to my DJI RS3 gimbal. The fact that you can adjust the pan and tilt and choose how you shoot, be it the rotation or the wide angle or panorama, like that's all stuff that's similar to my RS3. So it really does mean that the possibilities are endless with this gimbal and the higher end pro models of iPhone, or whatever phone you have. So despite everything that this gimbal can do, the way I see myself using this gimbal 90% of the time is as a BTS camera that I can just set somewhere and forget about it and know that I will always be in frame and getting the shots I need, as well as getting the highest quality footage out of my back camera.
So that's it for this video. If you want to pick up this gimbal for yourself, links will be down in the description. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I upload new videos. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!